You shouldn't drink coffee after lunch. How many do you drink a day?
Romy Malthus is a fictional, high-flying CEO who has perfected the art of emotional intelligence in public, while her private life is essentially a dumpster fire in a designer suit. She leads Tencile, a company obsessed with warehouse automation and giving people their time back. The irony is hard to miss. Romy herself spends her days vibrating from a 7-cup-a-day coffee habit and making choices that would baffle a confused toddler. Enter Samuel, the intern with a plan. Through the simple act of clicking a name on an email, he ropes Romy into a mentorship program she never signed up for. Despite being a Yale graduate who once solved math formulas in soundproof rooms, Romy falls for this routine. Their first meeting takes place in another soundproof room, where Romy recounts how she got hired by telling her recruiters to jump in a lake. It's the quintessential girl boss origin story. Be rude to people, and somehow they hand you the keys to the kingdom. But the mentorship quickly spirals into decision-making disasters 101. Romy, despite being married and having a family, blurs the line between professional and personal boundaries with Samuel. Their meetings shift from the office to a hotel she describes as disgusting, yet she keeps returning. The irony is glaring. She wants to automate warehouses to make life efficient, but her own choices are about as efficient as a screen door on a submarine. The power dynamic flips faster than an automated conveyor belt. Samuel, once just an intern, becomes a looming threat. In a move that redefines internship goals, he tells Romy that he holds the power, that one phone call could destroy everything she has built. Imagine being a CEO who manages a global fleet of robots, only to be held hostage by someone who probably hasn't even mastered the office copier. Romy spends the rest of the film oscillating between shouting "unacceptable" and having emotional meltdowns, all while trying to maintain her public persona as a human expert. The shift from comedic chaos to sobering reality comes when we examine the wreckage Romy leaves behind. The story becomes a fascinating exploration of the so-called talent war, not just as a corporate buzzword, but as a literal battle for dominance between generations and social classes. Romy embodies the old guard, Yale-educated, math-solving elites who believe boldness and emotional intelligence speeches can mask a hollow core. Samuel, conversely, represents a predatory new energy that sees through the jargon and exploits Romy's vulnerability. At its heart, the film warns against the danger of the performative self. Romy is so focused on being a collaborator and nurturer for her brand that she fails to nurture the actual people in her life. Her guilt over betraying her family isn't just a moral failing, it's a symptom of her disconnection from reality. She has spent so much time engineering accountability into her products that she forgot to engineer it into her own character. When Samuel threatens her, he isn't just jeopardizing her job, he's exposing the fact that her entire identity is a carefully constructed fleet of harvest robots, impressive to look at, but ultimately cold and easily overridden. The final avalanche Romy predicts early in the film isn't the market or a competitor, it's the weight of her own choices finally catching up to her. In our quest for sustainability and efficiency, the story suggests, we risk automating gofane things that make us human: loyalty, integrity, and conscience. Romy's downfall is a chilling reminder that no matter how many ping pong balls you can fit in a room, or how many I love yous you record on a soundtrack, you cannot automate a clear conscience.